National Hurricane Center is watching a tropical depression that has formed about 130 nautical miles south of Cozumel, Mexico.
Michael is now a major hurricane headed on a northeasterly path through the Gulf of Mexico.
Residents in parts of Bay, Gulf, and Wakulla counties are under mandatory evacuation orders as Hurricane Michael, now a Category 4 monster, threatens a wide swath of the Florida Panhandle.
Hurricane Michael was the third strongest storm to ever hit the U.S. The impact was devastating.
I have employees and students that are living in tents in what used to be their yards. There are still people in this community that are living in houses that have the roofs torn apart and they don't have a tarp on them.
There's thousands of people that are displaced. There are thousands of people that need their homes rebuilt. The homeless population went from 300 or 400 pre-storm up to over 1,500 right now, and all of those folks need help, and there's not the resources available here to help out with that.
These farms are devastated. There is no insurance package that's out there. It's not that these guys weren't financially prepared. There's no way to financially prepare for the disaster that hit this area.
In April, the hurricane was upgraded to a Category 5, the first one to strike the U.S. in more than 25 years. But aid would be slow to come. Despite persistent advocacy by the North Florida legislative delegation, it took nearly 7 months for the Florida legislature to approve state hurricane recovery money, and nearly 8 months for Congress to pass and President Trump to sign a federal disaster package.
If you look back, for example, in Andrew, it took 31 days for the federal government to take action. With Katrina, it only took 10 days. For Michael, it took 8 months. So the question is, what did the people do for those 8 months? Thank goodness for the generosity of people throughout this state and throughout the country, quite frankly, who stepped up and are helping.
We've got to get some help into this area. We've got to make sure that our legislative leaders understand the need, and we need to, focus attention of the nation back on what's happening in the Panhandle.
It's been a year now, and we're still struggling here in Panama City and all around the several counties around us to recover. If you don't have homes, people can't move back and participate in the workforce. Businesses are not able to survive because they don't have a workforce nor a customer base. So we need investment in housing, and we just need some awareness of what's going on and how difficult it is for the average guy and average gal here in this part of the country.
Anybody who's traveling through here, anybody who visits, anybody who's listening to this really needs to take a stand and rebuild Florida. Rebuild 850. This is a coast, this is a region that's going to survive and do well, but it's going to take some help.
Hurricane recovery is far from over. The Florida Panhandle needs our help. Donate, volunteer, visit, invest.